welcome back to the GC channel. I'm your host, Orlando Casares, the president and founder of Rich Law International. If you're new with us, welcome. This is a channel especially for you, for the GCs and for in-house legal teams, and is powered by general counsels. We'll be covering today some of the trendiest topics, things that keep you up at night, and we hope that you will find the next few minutes invaluable and very insightful. So follow us along. The question is, how do you build a top-notch team? How do you build an in-house legal team that transcends the past norms of normality? In the past, we used to talk about the A team, and then it became the dream team. And now is the HP team, but it's not Hewlett Packard's team, is the high performance team. And so in your environment and your realm of activities, how do you feel that, what are the tools that are needed to create this high performance team in light of all the challenges in front of us?
I think that building this high performance team or this dream team is a recipe with a lot of ingredients to it. And I don't think that there's necessarily one right way to do it, but I do think there are some key things that you need to have as you're trying to build a team. And I think that COVID has highlighted some of the importance of creating the right teams and really illustrated that when your team is not outfitted with the right people, when you don't have that high performing team or that dream team, it can be very challenging. Where I would start is to say that what you first need to do is build something that people want to be part of. Your organization, your team, your legal team needs to have core values and objectives that are attractive to smart and capable lawyers or other legal professionals. In my work, what I've seen has worked well in the areas where I work is to have a mission to simplify the complex. Law is very complex. It's often layers upon layers of problems and issues. There are often multiple paths that you can take. If A leads to then B or C or D, and then from there, you have three more options, and then from there, an additional three options, and law can become exponentially complex. Lawyers need to, in order for us to do our job well, we need to be able to simplify the complex. And a legal team that has that as one of its driving values is going to be more successful in recruiting high-performing lawyers, because the good lawyers want to take the complex and make it simple.
And that was... I'm sorry to interrupt, because that's exactly what I was hoping to hone in on. If we look at the impact of technology, and everybody's talking about it, and I want to get to it because I want to get some of your thoughts on that. You compound that with the pandemic, and then with the new elephant in the room, which is the millennials, right? That is almost impossible. So the pundits argue and the critics argue it's impossible to find talent and to keep them, and that there is attrition and there is all these mindset. So with all that, in building an in-house legal team that is high performance, put all those elements together. And I thought you said it best. It takes a lot of ingredients to cook that dish. What would you say is going to be the biggest challenge for those that are viewing the program in building their own high functioning, high performance in-house legal teams?
I think that one of the biggest challenges that a high performing legal team or a team that wants to become high performing is going to have is authenticity. You really need to be what you say you are. As an example, I think that having a diverse legal team is really important. I think it's a diversity amongst all aspects, and you need that in your team. You need people who look differently, who come from different backgrounds, who think differently. Together, that can create a really powerful force. If you say that, though, you have to live up to it. You have to do it, right? We just talked about taking the complex and making it simple. If your legal department claims that it wants to simplify things, but is actually adding additional hurdles to the business process at every moment. When you're making process just for process sake, when the bureaucracy becomes a burden, you're not authentic. And in today's world, authenticity is something that particularly, I think, younger professionals are looking for, in part because we've seen a lot of inauthenticity. In social media, it's very easy, right? We have these influencer cultures or other things that are not always authentic. And we're becoming very good at telling when something is authentic and when it is not. And for a legal team to attract good talent and to keep good talent, it starts by having the right base, the right values, the right objectives, the right culture, if you want to call it that, and then sticking with it, living up to it. If you say that you value something, show it. And I think that that's not always easy to do, but is very important in today's age if you want to have a high-performing team, because people want to be on a high-performing team. Think about sports. Whatever sport you follow, you know who the high-performing teams are. And if you're an athlete, you watch. The athletes that move around, they want to play with other athletes who are high-performing. They want to be on those excellent teams. The same is true in our professional lives. We all want to be around people who are doing a good job and who we can learn from and where we can contribute. And I think that that's again, not easy to do, but that's what we need to strive for if we really want to develop these high-performing teams that can bring in some of the best in the business.
Well, thank you for watching. If you would like to see more videos like this one, subscribe to the channel and press the notification button below so that you will be alerted when new videos come out. We hope that you've enjoyed it, and we look forward to the next one. And don't forget, you heard it here first.